friends. It's me, Maxwell, here again. I just kind of wanted to talk about some of the projects I've been working on lately. I haven't posted a video in a while, and I like doing these piece-to-camera things. I've actually really not been a fan of this, the DJI Action 3. Something about the footage, it never wants to fucking go into my editing software. It cuts it like every 3 minutes. It seems to be a camera that's really good at one thing, filming action, and maybe not really good for what I want to do. So I'm probably going to put it on eBay. So what I'm using right now is a Sony Handycam of some kind. It's the newest Handycam you can get that's consumer level. They've got a 4K one as well. I would be interested to try it out, but they're still like $600. I mean, I saw those like probably 8 or 9 years ago, and they were like pricey, but they're still, you know, pretty expensive. That being said, I just figured I'd round up a few projects for you. You know, I cleaned off my desk. It's kind of a mess again. I'm probably going to work on it some more today, but I also, this drawer here, I'm not going to show you because it's kind of gross, but I've organized all my like electrical tools here, or just, you know, general like workshop tools. I've got like, funny story about this. This is like a little oscilloscope. My ex-girlfriend's grandfather gave it to her, and when we broke up, I saw it, and I was just like, you know, I didn't intentionally like keep it. We're not on good terms or anything, but I didn't intentionally keep it. I just found it and was like, huh. And the other day I re-found it, and I was like, why would I throw that out? Like, maybe I'll find a use for it, maybe I won't. But with regards to the projects that I'm doing, I will try to lead you through them in some kind of order. I've been working with these kind of Airco phones. They're 60s kind of space age design phones, rotary dials on the bottom with a little hook switch there, and they've got really nice dials. They're Swedish. These were either made in Ohio or they were imported in Ohio, but I know they were sold through, like, what is it, Northern Electric in Galley in Ohio. They're pretty cool phones. The design is just not my thing. I've had a couple, and they've all had issues with the transmitter, which is this part here that you speak into. It's just, I'm not getting a good connection. I might work on it some more, but I'm just kind of sick of them. I've had 2 of them, and they've kind of all had issues. I've replaced transmitters. I've done everything. There's always corrosion on like the little contacts. It's weird. So the transmitters actually and the receiver are actually like mounted into this plastic case, and then the bottom comes out. And so it's just 4 contacts. So there's 2 contacts that lead to a wire that goes up here, and there's 2 contacts that lead to this. And it just doesn't hold up. Some stuff just doesn't. There's a guy on the internet who makes some pretty cool videos about them. Or not videos. He's got like a whole website where he basically talks about them, which is cool. But I don't know, just not for me. I own a soldering iron now as well. Let's see if I can. Yeah. It's a Hakko FX888DX. It's been great. I've been literally learning to solder just by doing it, which is a bad idea. If you know someone who can solder, ask them, because they might be able to help you. You know, like, I've destroyed 2 tips because I didn't know you had to re-tin them before you put them up. But I have a whole thing of tips now that I just got off of Amazon or wherever. So I've been doing some small projects, fixing wires and phones. I have a Northern Electric, what's the company? Automatic Electric AE80, which is just your standard desk phone. And I would like to add an XLR output to it. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that, but I really want to. I've done some work on it. I've replaced the ringer. It had what's called a frequency ringer in it, and I replaced it with a straight ringer. I forget what they call them. But essentially the frequency ringer is for like party lines, so you would send a frequency for each individual house in the party line. Either way, it wouldn't ring with my voice over IP setup. I don't think it would ring with a regular landline either, because I don't think that they do party line frequency ring anymore, but I replaced it with a straight ringer, and I did some other stuff to it. I don't remember exactly what, but I just want to have an audio output, and that leads me to something that I cannot find right now. I literally had it out here like 2 days ago, but I bought a Marantz PMD 201, and the cool thing about those is that they have a phone line input, and it's really cool, but the belts went out. But I've been recording calls. Maybe I might put a recording of the call in. I'm debating whether I want to edit this video or not, but I might put a recording of the call in here just so you can see it.
Hello, kitchen. Hi there.
Hey there, I think I got the wrong number. Is this John?
Nah.
Okay, take care, man. Sorry. Well, that was that.
It's been cool. It literally just has a phone jack. So when you hit record, it basically adds it to the line of the device, which is cool. But when you're using a pulse dial, the way that it works, say you're dialing a 5, as it returns, it's connecting and disconnecting the line 5 times. So when you have a device on the line, it won't actually disconnect the line, so you can't just turn it on and then just let it go, if that makes sense. So I want to find something where I'm not actually connecting to the line to tap it to record it. Eventually that'll happen. And eventually you'll get a video about phones, hopefully. That was one of the things I wanted to show off, but I just don't know where I put it. Somewhere in here. That being said, this is my other project. My girlfriend bought this. It's a JVC GR25, but this was made in, like, I think it's August of '88. Yeah. And it's kind of cute. But the person who sold it to her forgot to give her the AC adapter. So I have the battery cut in 2 pieces, and I'm going to put an 18650 holder in here. I thought about trying to wire a battery pack myself, but charging it kind of is just above my skill level. You don't really want to fuck around with like lithium-ion batteries. If you don't know what I mean, you should look up on YouTube lithium-ion battery explosion, because that's what they do. That's what you do that's what they do if you draw more power from them than they're rated for. It's a really bad thing. But I'm going to hopefully today get a battery pack working for it. I have some 18650s coming in the mail. I have a holder that claims that it's wired in series. We'll see how that goes. But it should be fun. It should be a nice time. And it's just a cute little VHS-C thing. I don't know if the mechanism works. They claim it turned on, but who really knows? But I also actually ordered a camera that I had years ago. It's an RCA, what is it called? Pro884 HB. And I actually had one of these. There's a video from it on this channel, and I think it got thrown out when I moved late last year. Which is a shame, because it was a cool camera, like high 8, just, you know, your basic thing. But I think it's charming. And it takes AA's as well, which you never see camcorders take. It takes 6 AA's and it lasts for like an hour. But I figure I can rig up a battery pack for that one as well. But, you know, it's just kind of something to keep me busy. That's what any of this really is for, you know, just keep busy. This is kind of cool. It's not a project. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that. But it's a Soviet-era watch. It's made to commemorate the Helsinki conference in like 90 or 91. And it is one of the last, if not the last, Soviet commemorative watches. And then there's a couple more things I'll show you, but they're smaller. This is the last big project I did. Right? That's cool, right? It is a 1966 or 7 Vox Phantom 6. My Roman numerals need work. It is made in Italy by Airco. I'll go ahead and show you that. I'm hoping it's focusing. If it's not, just take my word for it. It's a very cool guitar. I got it incredibly ratty. It's actually a friend's. I'm doing work on it for him. But, I mean, it plays really well, you know, just... That didn't demonstrate anything, but it needed a new output jack. I replaced the output jack, found it needed a new pot, replaced the pot. The pot wasn't grounded, the original one. I have no idea why. The volume pot wasn't grounded at all. So I just wired it to ground at the bridge with the rest of them. And now it sounds great. The bridge pickup is like magical. I don't know what it is, if it's just wound a certain way. Or someone said it was probably hand wound. I don't see how that's different from machine winding, but I don't really care. It also came with the original case, which, tell you what, I'll go ahead and get up and I'll show you. Alright, we are now standing up. This is the case for the Vox Phantom. It's very, very cool. And it's got like sort of an orange-yellow color inside. But there's a couple other things I picked up I'll just briefly tell you about. This is kind of cool. It's a Telechron clock. I had some good luck with it. I replaced... it has an electromagnet inside that drives a gearbox. I'm not used to filming like this, but it's pretty cool. It's a little loud, but it actually seized up again. I think you need to actually force lubricant into this gearbox, and I'll try to show that to you one day. I just haven't yet. And then this is kind of neat. I got this because I've been soldering so much. It is a Galaxy fan from the 70s. I'm going to guess late 70s. It needs to be cleaned up more than I did. It was $5 at an estate sale. You can see there's like shit on the blades. But the blades are transparent, which is cool. See that nice Galaxy logo? But it oscillates. That's off, low, high, I'm sure you just got like an earful of noise, but I mean this thing could blow paint off walls. It's really an effective fan. I've done some cleaning, but I mean you can see it's pretty ratty. This lived in like a workshop before, so I believe there's like paint on here. I don't think it's like spores of any kind. I think it's like paint or dust. Either way, it's gonna get cleaned eventually. But it's just something when I'm soldering at the station over here, just to get some of the smoke away. I will show you real quick. This is really classy, I know, looking at my computer screen, but they actually made them in blue as well, which is so cool, and I wish I had one of those, but this is cool. This does the trick. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits for now. I hope you enjoyed this ramble. I want to come back and do more of these. It's just finding a way to film that's easy and editing that's easy, because I'm pretty lazy with these kind of things. If you look at videos of shows I've played, they never have timestamps that are correct. Pardon, my hair was a little wet this whole time. I knew it was and I didn't say anything about it. Whatever. But it's been cool talking to you, and I hope to do it again sometime. I really do like the YouTube channels that do like pretty sparsely edited stuff where they just talk at a camera for a while, and I like talking, and my girlfriend, bless her soul, is probably getting kind of sick of hearing me, so I hope that this will be some kind of outlet in the future for me to talk about stuff. It doesn't need to be fancy. There are channels that do fancy stuff, but I don't really give a shit if people watch. I just kind of want to make this kind of video. So, have fun out there, wherever you're watching this. Did you see the clown cardigan? Yeah. Have fun out there. Try not to die. Don't talk to cops, and have a good day.